Jim Priest is Georgia Tech's kicker, and he's bored. By the time this game is all over, he will have kicked 18 extra points. He bets his teammate a steak dinner that he can kick a ball through the uprights on a kickoff. But then he one-ups himself and he turns on the Jets. Morris Gouger, while lining up for the catch, smacks into the goalpost, the ball bounces off his head and into Priest's arms. Jim Priest has just caught his own kickoff for a touchdown.
Okay, good. All right, let's get into it. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Crastinators podcast. I'm the best guy ever, and I'm here with my teammates on our team that's going to win the competition.
Yeah!
Ben Saint, the forward ball handler.
Professional sports genius Ben Saint here, reporting in with a lust for victory.
Endless Jess, our powerhouse power fucker forward.
Light nigga, dark nigga, faux nigga, real nigga, rich nigga,
po nigga, house nigga, feel nigga, still nigga. Yo, OJ's out, everybody. OJ's out. Actually, that's not true. Munchie, the most powerful defensive man in the universe.
Boss, I got the opponent's wife in my peripheral. I have them locked inside it. I'm ready to pull the trigger whenever the game starts. I'm ready to,
okay.
like I'll shoot them and then the game will start and they'll be like, wait, I can't play the game. I have to go. My wife was fucking blown. Her head was blown off her fucking shoulders.
Stand by for orders, Munchie. And lastly,
we got a reverse JFK situation on our hands here. Code red.
Lastly is our diminutive goalkeeper hypocrite.
Football is an American colloquialism that is just wrong. They just got it wrong, and they're wrong, and they don't know what they're doing. Also, I love basketball.
Me too, dude. All right, let's go. All right, let's. All right. There you go. There's our highlight, folks. That's the end. You can leave. So we're talking about sports today, everybody. We're talking. It's Sports Center today. Here we are. Okay. Let's settle down and get to our public service announcement from Urban Dictionary. Definition of sports. Okay.
Oh God,
here's the top one.
I can't fucking wait to hear this.
All right, here's the top one that sucks shit. It's one of those. It's like a dad joke. Sports, America's state-sponsored religion. All right, okay, here we go. Number 2 is sport, so singular, but this is still good. The name your dad calls you by that makes you feel like a total loser, which you probably are anyway. Synonyms: champ, chief, etc.
We're really getting to the bottom of what sports is.
I know, we really are. All right, tell me, who's played sports? Who's been a contender out there on the field? Oh, yeah, what sport?
I may not look like it, but when I was a little kid, I was a big sports guy. I used to play soccer every single day of my fucking life.
Soccer? I wouldn't have guessed. Okay,
Yeah.
You seem like a football guy to me.
Football
American
is gay.
football. I love football. The only thing I'm going to be able to say intelligently is that I like watching football on TV. I like doing it. That's what I know about sports. I played soccer a little bit as a kid, too.
I used to do fucking baseball. I used to do football. I used to do all that. I used to do fucking tennis. But now I'm an esports kind of guy. So I'm just gonna tell you about how esports is the fucking future and how I'm a god.
That's what I really want to get to at the end of this. Yeah. Okay, but let's build up to it.
I kind of want to talk about normal sports as well, mostly.
Of course.
Is gay. Electronics.
We can do another episode entirely on esports. Believe me, there's a lot to cover there. There's a lot to go into with my personal
the future
investment.
Of fucking society, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
All right, hang on. What were you saying, Jesse?
You know, when I was a little kid, like really young, like 5 or 6 or whatever, I was a sports prodigy. This is true. This is a true story. I could hit the baseball really far and good. I could throw a hoop from anywhere on the court. I could do like trick shots, and then I got a Sega, and that was the end. That was the end of all of it.
Esports.
I threw it all away for esports.
Yeah,
that's the worst mistake I ever made.
He sacrificed being a blast out on the field for all that blast
sacrificed
processing.
Being a black for being a blast process. I was like, I'm not black. I'm OJ. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what about what is it? It's like NBA 3-on-3 hoops, or no, it's NBA Jam. like the greatest sports game ever made.
I can do one better. Mario Sports 3-on-3 hoops.
That's kind of what was infecting my brain there.
I like that game. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good game because it's got White Mage and Black Mage from Final Fantasy and his characters.
What about
Black Mage
Wii
is the
Sports?
best.
What about Wii Sports, the greatest sporting challenge on the modern console?
Wii Sports is probably like isn't that like the most popular game of all time? It's like number one most sold or something.
With the Wii, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's up there anyway.
I do like that. But I want to talk about real sports. I want to talk about when I was a little boy, because we're sort of doing that. I was into sports because you had to do sports for school, and I was actually very competitive and very, very vicious, and I didn't care about.
You are
other
a competitive
people's...
guy. You've got that beast inside you.
Especially like when playing soccer, I wasn't good at passing. I was never good at like a technical like knowing where to kick. But I did know that if you kicked people, they would not attack. They would just back off, and I was a perfect defender. So I would go around kicking people to make them cry. And I didn't care, and that's why I didn't have any friends. But I was such a good defender, and nobody would fucking go anywhere near me, and I felt powerful. For the
and
first
that was
time
true
and
off
the
the field too. Oh, damn, dude.
It's
effective.
Especially also in basketball. I'm a very small person. I've always been. But in basketball, surprisingly, because of how aggressive and like I just don't let up. Because I just hate people when I'm playing sports. You're on the enemy team. You are going to die somehow by my hand. So I would leap up at people, even like the black kids who are like really tall. I would just leap right up at them. I obviously look really stupid while doing it, but like they people were scared of how seriously I took attacking. I love attacking people.
Yeah, it's the mental game. You're dominating.
I fancied myself more of a tactician, more of a tactical player than a physical player in sports.
Of course.
You know, I played my share of sports in school. I was in like Little League baseball or whatever. And like one of my shittiest childhood memories is there was like a big fucking game or whatever. It was like, oh, were we gonna win the game or lose the game? Who knows? And I was playing in the outfield, and I was bored, and I was looking at the sky, and I had to pee, and I was like, man, the game's almost over. I'm just gonna hold it. I'm just gonna hold it until the end of the game so we can win the game. But then time wore on, and I just had to pee really bad, and it started to like hurt. It started to like be physically painful for me. And I was like, I can't, fine. So I like ran in and I was like, Coach, let me go pee. And he was like, fine. So I went and peed, and then I came back and we had won the game while I wasn't there.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, why didn't I just go earlier or something? But on the subject of being a tactical player, of being a sports genius. So one day in gym class, we were playing like soccer or something, and I was like, I know I can't compete. I know I can't compete with these bullies and trolls and jocks and chads physically. But I can't compete with their brute strength. But my mind is sharp like a whetstone. My mind is keen like a blade.
Whetstones aren't sharp, you buffoon.
Shut up. So
right.
I engineered what I called the reverse sneak attack.
Wow.
Which is actually the exact opposite of a sneak attack, because you loudly announce that you are performing a sneak attack while simultaneously not performing a sneak attack. So I was just dribbling up the field, and a defender just came up to me, just trying to just being an internet bully and troll, just trying to take the ball from me like a normal idiot. He isn't seeing like a brilliant strategy coming his way, and he says he's coming up to me. I just yell in his face as loud as I can, sneak attack, and then I just kick the ball past him, and he was too dumbfounded. He was too dumbfounded to do a thing. Basically, what I'm saying is the plan worked perfectly, and I broke sports forever. Actually, that technique was banned in professional sports because it was too powerful.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Wow, Ben, you're the coolest.
Yeah,
good story, Ben. I definitely heard all of it. I didn't leave and then just hear the end of it.
Neither.
Let me tell you, Ben. I've had to contend with some IRL cyberbullies a few times myself on the field of battle.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about one day in the life of a young boy where he transcended humanity and became a literal sports god. Okay. Mm-hmm. So this was in middle school sometime, and we were playing this game called Poison Ball. It's a dodgeball type game. But instead of having people like restricted to either side of the field, there is 2 active balls at any time, and basically the entire field is in place, so you can run around anywhere and just tag people. And the way it works is like just the two balls sort of act as like opposing magnets, and like where one is, basically what you do is you go to where the ball isn't if you've got one, and you just pick off weak people one at a time on the fringes, and eventually it works down to there's just two people each with the ball, and they just matrix duel each other and try to like fake each other out and shit. Okay, so on an average gym class day, we play this during gym class, of course. On an average gym day, you could get around 4 of those games in. Let me tell you, on this one day, something happened deep down in my brain's dick, and I became the god. I had watched The Matrix recently, so I had internalized their mad skills. My dodging game was insane. I won 3 out of 4 of those games, and I only lost the 4th one. And remember, this is everyone against everyone. There's like 30 people in this class. All right, I trounced them all. I defeated them all. The only reason I lost the last game was because the 2 people who got the ball at the very start of the game, before I had a chance to get my hands on it, because that would have turned the tide, they grabbed the balls, they looked at each other, they nodded, and they both marched over to the corner where I was. And like a fucking hero, I just stood them, and I looked in the eye and said, "Just do it! Just do it, you fucking cowards! You can't handle me at my best! You don't deserve me at my worst!" That's what I said to them. And then they put me down. It was like the end of Braveheart. They put me down because they knew I was too fucking powerful. If I'd won one more game, I would have literally floated like a god into the heavens, and life would have never been the same.
And they couldn't have that. Those jealous bullies just wouldn't allow that. This
is them dragging down all of humanity's evolution. It was like in 2001: Space Odyssey. I was that baby in space, and they pulled me. They put their hooks in me. They pulled me back down to Earth, and they devolved me back into a lowly human being once again. That's what happened. But I'll never forget that day. I'll never forget that day.
Jesus Christ. That was like the assassination of Julius Caesar. Like, everyone's conspiring against you because you were just too fucking powerful.
Exactly. It was exactly like that.
I have something similar, but it was more like... It was more like me asserting my dominance and then everyone, like, deciding that I should be eliminated. A little bit like that. So we were playing soccer. I was playing soccer.
Kind of like happened to Hillary in the election.
Yeah, exactly. We were playing soccer, and these fucking cowards and these children were just shying up, not playing the game correctly, and they were breaking the fucking rules, and I wasn't gonna allow them to fucking sully the name of soccer. And so I kept fucking walking over them and like saying, if you don't play the game right, I'm gonna fucking like kill you. I'm gonna destroy you and your family. But they just fucking wouldn't. They just wouldn't. And then I forget what the exact move is. One of them got it, and fucking somehow they had like fucking like picked it up and then like moved it or something. Something fucking so like obviously like breaking the fucking rules that it had to be dealt with. So when they kicked it, I jumped and thrown the fucking ball. I caught it in midair, slammed on the ground, like held the ball to my chest, and I screamed the word hell. And this was in 5th grade. And so everyone's eyes like locked on me instantaneously because I said a swear word. And then I made like a big old speech about how these people need to be fucking driven from our lands because they do not respect the sport and they must be fucking eliminated because they do not appreciate the craftsmanship that it has to go in to creating sports rules. And so I just held the ball. I just held the ball in my fucking hands, didn't let anyone take it until they were marched off in shame and everyone like booed them.
Yes, excellent. Justice won this day.
Yeah.
By the way, can I just also share a quick story about the word hell specifically? Just one time this was in 3rd grade, I was talking to a friend. We had just read Animorphs, all right? He had read volume 1 of Animorphs, and I was going to read it that night. Hadn't gotten to it yet. And when he said the name of the character Chapman, who I believe was the principal in the book, I said...
Vice Principal Chapman.
You're exactly right. Vice Principal Chapman. I said this exact word or this exact inflection. Who the hell is Chapman? That's exactly what I said. And they immediately were like, Nate, what have you done? They pulled me aside. They called my parents and had them come pick me up because I was disrupting class by being a monster, a little swearing monster, saying hell in the most tortured way possible. Yeah. I just wanted to be cool so bad.
Stunning.
Yeah.
It's so funny to me because like hell isn't even a thing. Like even
I know it's not even a swear.
But not only that, but I remember like a little kid I think it was like 7 or 10 or something, like really young, and he got in trouble for saying fuck. And all that happened was the teacher yelled at him and made him like feel bad in front of like a class of older kids, like it was our class. It was just like he said fuck, and he got in trouble and he got shouted at and humiliated in front of another class, and that was it. It wasn't like calling parents.
They called by fucking parents and shit. They made it a federal fucking case.
That sounds like much more justice than Nate got, the poor bastard.
It's true. One time I was tricked into flipping someone off, and then they got me in trouble for it. I was fucking
Were they
deceived.
playing a mimic game or something?
No,
How'd you do it?
I remember somebody telling me to do that, and I didn't know what it was, and I got in trouble.
Yeah, that's what happened. This
both
fucking
got duped.
stupid, this fucking like virgin for life, fucking like twig, like football star. Fuck him, Daniel. If you are fucking listening to this, I never forgot about you, and you will be fucking eliminated.
You know Daniel's listening.
Yeah,
I know Daniel is just seething with jealousy that you became a member of the PCP and he was left to flounder. He was left to flounder in his pathetic sports stardom.
And this is what you fucking deserved, you stupid piece of shit. You know why? Because in 3rd grade I was sitting next to you and you said, "Hey dude, check this out." And okay, put out your fucking hand and then lower all of like pull your entire like make it like a fist, but then have your middle finger be out. Just try it, dude. Just wouldn't it be funny if that happened? Wouldn't that be fucking hilarious if you did that?
Wow.
Just out of the blue one day. Wouldn't that be interesting? And then I'd be like, "Yeah, dude, that'd be really fucking funny, dude." And then I did it. And then he was like, "Hey, teacher, look what Anthony's doing."
God.
And then I was fucking pummeled. I was beat in the fucking street. I was pulled aside. And I was putting like a World War I like abandoning your post like firing squad,
Right, of course.
blindfolded and fucking executed in front of my entire class.
They really brought the horrible, hoary hammer of the gods down upon me.
And I'll never fucking forgive you, Daniel, ever. You and your fucking yacht club. Just because you can count better. Just because you fucking read Harry Potter while I was reading Diary of a Wimpy Kid doesn't mean you're fucking better than me, alright? Doesn't fucking mean anything.
I gotta side with Daniel on that one, but you know.
You're dead.
Fucking bastard, you fucking traitor, you fucking Brutus.
Yeah, I've just been looking for a chance. I've been looking for a chance to betray him. Okay, let's refocus on sports, I guess. What do we got here? Gib, what do you got to say?
All right, I want to talk about sports I like, because I do like watching a few sports. Not the biggest ones, but I like watching Wimbledon when that's on, and the Olympics is always kind of interesting, and horse racing, stuff like that. Stuff that's not like the most
horse
popular.
Racing?
Horse racing, I believe.
The Grand National specifically, it's like the big horse race of the year, and
I've never even seen a horse.
Is that like NASCAR for horses? Is that the idea?
It's like when they get all the smallest people and all the biggest horses, and they just put them together and see what happens.
Okay, all right. And let me tell you, there's some chemistry out there. Yeah, okay.
But I have not watched a sport. I have not watched a sport in years. Like, I watched the Super Bowl maybe like several years ago, just on a lark, just as a joke, just ironically. I watched the Super Bowl, and that was pretty much the end. I have not watched the Olympics. I can't. People act like I'm weird because I'm not watching the Olympics. Like, I feel like I'm supposed to be watching the Olympics, but I'm like, I can't imagine a thing worse. I can't imagine a worse fate than watching the Olympics.
It's kind of nice to just have it on in the TV, on some TV nearby.
Ben,
just
you
be
fool!
like, oh,
Watching the Olympic girls do the gymnastics is more sexy than having actual sex. It's the only
that
attractive thing in the
I gotta
world.
give a shout out. I gotta give a shout out to the
about
women's
that.
volleyball team. The volleyball team is the perfect mixture of like they wear the least clothing and they're doing the most active activities. It's the best. Volleyball. That's the way to go.
These are like fucking like buff like athletes. These are the kind of girls that played softball in college.
But dude, compared to American fatties, they're 1,000 times better.
There
could be no comparison.
I don't. Whatever, man.
I'm committing.
I'm not into it.
I'm committing.
I'm not feeling it.
You know, that's a growing sentiment. I think people just being like bored of the fucking curling semifinals is up. Let's watch it. Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of shit. I can't keep track of it all. I kind of like it the way Gib does, I guess. just watching it in the background, like, oh,
Yeah,
you know,
I
doing some
I guess
swimming,
I could-
guys.
I'm totally so. In other words, put it on and don't watch it, which is something that I could probably have a great
Exactly.
time doing.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
whenever there's like a big thing, when there's like the Ashes, which is like the cricket tournament between Australia and England, there's like there's Wimbledon, which is obviously the biggest tennis tournament in the world. Like something big, but like I don't care. But I'll watch the final and I'll be like glancing at the TV because other people are watching it. It's just sort of nice to know that it's a thing that's being talked about. It's just like, oh yeah, I know what's going on.
You know,
Yeah.
Gib, I have never felt a bigger cultural divide between us than I do right now with the Ashes.
All right. Here's the thing about the Ashes. Cricket is a big English thing, and it's also big in Australia. And there's a big fierce rivalry. There's other like actual cricket tournaments that go on. I think the Ashes is just England and Australia, or maybe it's everyone. I forget. But the thing is, the Ashes is like, it's literally a thing of ashes, which is the trophy because of something that happened a long time ago, and I can't remember.
I was gonna say, do they burn the losing teams and then they become the Ashes?
I remember from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The Ashes is like an ancient wooden artifact that was burned, and like the Ashes are like a thing in the Hitchhiker's Guide in like the third book. So, sorry. That's important.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyone who knows what I'm talking about, comment and remind me.
Might be related, yes. But there's that. Fucking.
I don't know. This is totally a tangent, but my my
fucking
neighbors.
rugby. Sorry, there's another. I'm trying to think of like culturally divided things. Like there's
Rugby is
not...
like the coolest. Rugby is like the coolest sport in the world,
Yeah.
and anyone who does it is like 10 times more of a badass because like there's no padding and it's super cool, and they just run at each other for like an hour and they all die. It's really cool.
The big rugby thing is called the Five Nations because it's like it's England, it's Wales, Scotland, France, and Ireland, I think. And they're all they're all big, fat, tough.
all well-known independent nations. Wales, Scotland.
No, they're all just they're big rugby people, and they're all nearby, and they're just like, we fucking love rugby and eating meat and being big, beefy guys, and we want to beat the shit out of each other with a ball.
Why don't you guys invite France to play sometime? That'd be nice.
We did. That's why I said France is part of it. The team.
Oh. Oh
the
no.
Five Nations. You
Fuck.
fool.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, like the cool thing about watching a rugby match is that people, it's like the same sort of size as a soccer match, but the crowd is so quiet and so respectful. It's like it's more nowadays.
Like
it's more quiet than a fucking golf match. Sometimes a rugby match when something's really like they don't do stupid chants. They don't do screaming constantly. It's just like ooh yeah, we're watching a thing.
Fuck my asshole, fuck my asshole, let's go.
It feels the manliest sort of thing ever. I like it.
I mean, I do like, when I go to a sporting event, I like to be able to take it seriously what's happening on the field, and sometimes, like, a lot of people I've noticed go to, like, football games just for, like, the experience of going and, you know, like, buying the beer and getting the food and stuff, but at a certain point, I do want to be able to pay attention to the actual game and be interested in what's happening down there. I mean, like, I go to football games more than anything else, which is to say, like, I've been to one in the last year. So that's pretty fun. That's pretty fun.
A while when I was a little kid, I used to like maybe like 3 or 4 times I went to the baseball stadium near my house specifically because I liked their brand of pizza like the best. so I went there just to eat pizza, and then like I would see like
Did you have to buy a ticket to get in and shit?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
But yeah. And so that was cool. And I had like every time I did it, so yeah, I was just popping and getting some pizza. Then I realized baseball takes like fucking a year. Like it is the longest sport ever made. And it was hell.
I have been to like 2 or 3 baseball games in my life, and never ever have I enjoyed baseball.
Yeah, baseball's pretty boring. Not a big fan.
I think baseball is like the coolest sport.
I think
but
it is
not
cool too.
One that I ever want to watch. Like I think that all sports are great and I love them all. I just don't want to watch any of them.
Yeah,
I think that's the thing about baseball. I feel like baseball generates just an absolutely outrageous amount of like numbers and statistics to analyze. Like I feel like baseball is like
people just do that.
I feel like baseball is like analyzed maybe like proportionally more than other sports.
I agree.
I don't know why that is. I mean, I'm sure you...
Except maybe basketball? I mean, I hear a lot of people talking stats with basketball, too.
I feel like the biggest sports nerds are baseball nerds.
I agree. Moneyball was a good movie. There you go.
I was just... all right, so I just put out a video about 17776, which is
here
a
we
story.
go with the shilling your videos.
No.
Ben.
I'm not
right.
saying this to show my video. I'm saying that
right,
the guy who made that is like a big like sports nerd stats analysis guy. And I like looked into his work, and I went and I watched a bunch of his old videos. Well, they're like a year old. And just going into some like weird sports happening. And his name's John Boyce. And some of them were really fucking fascinating. He takes one where he looks at Barry Bonds' batting average, and he says, okay, this is so fucking good. How and like a lot of his batting average is high because people just deliberately walk him because they were so scared of having him hit the fucking ball. And so he's like, how good would he have been if he had not even had a bat, if he had never swung at a pitch? And like he did the stats analysis, and he was still the best hitter in the league by a mile. Even if he never swung. And there was another one. There was like an old game in like 1916 that ended in like a score of a football game. It was 222-0, and he just like walks through the whole game and just the like absolute incompetence and like wild dogs chase the players in the middle of the game. Yeah, there was the first play of the game. The losing team's quarterback got like knocked the fuck out. Like, halfway through the game, they brought him back in, clearly with a concussion, but like brought him in. They snapped the ball. It hit him in the face, and he just there was a kicker who kicked the ball, and it flew across the field, hit a defender on the helmet, and then the kicker caught his own kick off of the defender's helmet and scored a touchdown with it.
Wow.
There was a guy who was just there to impress it was a college game. There was a guy who like he got the ball. He wasn't there to actually play. He was just there to impress his professors. He didn't know what to do. He like throws the ball, runs off the field, hides behind a fence. But there are it gets better. But there are already because he was scared. There were already two other players hiding behind the fence. and they don't want him to give away their hiding spot, so they throw him back over the fence onto the field.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So like this is some pretty hot shit. And yeah, so
cool
sports. So sports. I was watching this, and I remembered that sports can be cool.
He's just filled with abject terror.
And like, there's no escape.
I don't blame him.
Like he tries to escape, and they throw him back.
All right, that's the coolest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I highly recommend. That video.
What's that guy's channel called again?
It's John Boyce.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And the video is called 222-0.
I will definitely watch that. But I was going to say, the thing about me in sports is the best thing about sports. I do like watching football because I think the game is fun and I understand it pretty well, and I like to watch guys. And I root for the Patriots. I'm a Patriots fan.
Yeah.
And they're the fucking dominating team all the time, so it's fun to watch your team win. So that's nice. Plus, I grew up, close to Boston, so. Whatever, I don't even make fucking excuses for this. Plus, my friend John likes the Eagles, and they always lose, which is really nice. But anyway, what I'm getting to is that my favorite type of sports are the ones that make the players look the most attractive. So I'm talking about that's right. I'm talking about weightlifting specifically, like powerlifting. Powerlifting guys actually get a little fat though.
Yeah, powerlifting guys are way fat. They're all bear mode.
The best sport is competitive bodybuilding, aka going on a stage and flexing your muscles and showing how cool you are. That's the best sport.
If you think those guys look cool or good, you're fucked up. They look like monsters.
Look good.
They don't even look human.
They're heroes.
They don't.
Yeah.
They look silly.
They look really silly.
I would say I'm a bit of like a traditional bodybuilder enthusiast, if anything, like Frank Zane back in the before fucking steroids were just like defined everything. Even though like guys like Arnold are beautiful and they're on steroids.
All right. Arnold is like yes, I understand that. I've seen some bodybuilders that go so over the top that they literally look like a fucking mutant zombie bitch.
Yeah, I'm not into that as much.
You know what's funny about those guys is that they work out. They make every part of their body humongous.
Oh, what's coming next?
But there's no weightlifting to make your wiener bigger. So they're standing there in their underpants and these little like G-strings, and their whole bodies are huge, but it just makes it look like they've got little tiny wieners.
Yeah, true. And their heads look small too by comparison. You can't do anything about either of those.
That's
except
why
get a
you
fro.
should never work out ever.
They ought to make them take their pants off and judge who has the tiniest wiener and give that guy the gold medal.
Guys, there's nothing to do but just to take off our pants and we just gotta do it. There's nothing else we can possibly. We just have to do it naked, guys.
They should just have the who has the tiniest wiener competition. Oh, and also they're all really big and muscly for some reason.
Well, you know what it is.
I wonder sometimes, why is there not a biggest dick competition? I'm serious. I'm dead serious. It's so important, right? Like culturally, having a big dick is so important, and yet there's no big dick contests. And I understand that it's not much of a contest because someone just has the biggest dick, right? Like
the same guy would win every year.
But they do that with dog shows, right? Like dog shows, they just show up and whoever's got the best dog wins.
It's not like you have to train the dog. You can't train your penis to be larger.
You can do some tricks with your dick, like cock push-ups, for example. You know, you got to jelk.
Yeah,
there are I'm on board. I'm ready to sign up for this thing.
I thought there was already a world record largest dick category.
Well, there is.
There is. This is real gay, but I've looked into, I've tried to find, video evidence of, the biggest dick, and you can't. There is none. There's, rumors and theories.
I know exactly what you're talking about, because I've looked it up, too, for scientific purposes. You look up, who has the biggest wiener. The guy who has it will show up, but they won't actually show you it.
Yeah, Jonah Falcon supposedly has a 13.5-inch dick, but there's no fucking evidence of it. Are you fucking kidding me?
Because all the pictures have him, with, a sock over it, or, you know what I'm talking about?
It's just because he has a really small body, it makes it look bigger.
Well, this is if you guys are talking about the same guy I'm talking about, this is an average-looking dude, but he's got this monster cock that actually causes him, a lot of it's huge. It's a problem.
Is his name
that
Mike
it's so
Matei?
big.
Yeah, I was just about to say, is his name Mike Matei?
No, it's not Mike Matei. It's some other guy.
It's just fucking ridiculous to me that there are it's so important. We talk about big dicks so much in our society, and they're just you try to find show me a 12-inch dick with a fucking ruler next to it to prove it, and you cannot find it, even though supposedly they're out there.
All you can do is look at porn, I guess.
Maybe
that's the biggest resource for that shit.
It's all weird camera angles and tricks
you're
of
right,
perspective
you're right.
and stuff. I just want to know for sure. I just want to see it laid out before me so I can be so that's what it's like. So that's what's out there. But there's no fucking proof. There's no
cultural taboos.
That's why I wonder. That's why I wonder about that. It's bizarre. I find it bizarre.
I'm with you.
You probably have to go in person and ask to see it.
Well,
and then he'll show you.
Let's go. Hippo, come. Let's go on an adventure.
Let's
go on a quest.
Club.
Hell yeah.
PCPD Club.
I'm ready. The reason
we can start a vlog series, Hippo and Ben's quest for the biggest dick.
That sounds like a Rowdy Fuckers Cop Kickers.
That's a road trip.
That's a road trip. But the reason I brought up bodybuilding in general is because I actually do bodybuilding myself, as best I can, and I would consider myself a sport guy in that 3 times a week I go and exercise and then go running sometimes. So it's not really a sport. It's just a training thing. It's kind of a separate category.
That's just exercise. If you're not competing, it's not a sport.
I guess that's fair. I'm competing with myself. I always try to do my best. I'm always out there.
Yeah, there
you go.
Get fucked,
my favorite sport is gaming this YouTube system.
Oh, that's a good one. I'm not very good at it yet, though.
No.
No, I always lose every time.
YouTube is the ultimate esports competition.
It is. Can we talk about esports now, aka the greatest invention of all time?
What do you got about esports, Munchie? Let's hear it.
I love esports because I can do it without any work, because video games are easy and you're pathetic if you play them.
But have you tried getting into League of Legends? That's like a month-long endeavor to even understand the gist of the game and all the fucking champs and shit.
Yeah, honestly, as games, there's nothing I detest more than MOBAs and esports and esports of all varieties.
Well, I've watched a few esports. And they've mostly because the person who was commentating them was a person I follow, so I was like, oh, okay, I'll have a look at this. And it was StarCraft 2, which I got the gist of pretty quick because I know what an RTS is, and it's like, whoa, they're clicking so fast. They're so many fucking shortcuts and clickety clacky and moving stuff. It's pretty interesting. I couldn't watch a whole tournament, but it's that's all right. The other one was Hearthstone, which is a game that I had played. I don't play it anymore, but I was really into it, and that was like the most potential, like you could actually be good at Hearthstone, because it's all you need is to play the game a lot.
I've heard that it's really random though. I've heard there's a lot of randomization.
That's why I feel like I could do it if I just get lucky. I just like, oh yeah, I got the card I need, and they didn't.
Similar to Hearthstone, I was a pretty active follower of Magic the Gathering in general back in the day, and tried to for a time I tried to keep up with like professional strats and know what like people were up to. This was in college sometime, and I went to like some tournaments and stuff and just tried my hand at it. I had friends who were far more professional. I had a friend actually who he was like a judge. He was like a higher level guy, and he had gotten to a place where he could do consistently as well in tournaments enough to like make because when you win tournaments, basically you like if you're the grand prize winner, you like get money. But if you just like win in general, you get a certain amount of like the rarer cards from the pool. He was able to get to a place where he could win enough that he could sell those cards and completely cover like all his entry fees and like his transportation costs and shit. So like he was and he just loved Magic, so it was like the perfect situation for him, and he was only getting better. Don't know what happened to that guy, but that was that, and that was my experience. Cool. But I would say that esports in general is fine. Things like competitive Counter-Strike are like kind of fun to watch, but they all pale in comparison to my actual favorite type of esports, and I would call this a sport, and that is speed running in general. Speed running is the coolest.
Gay.
No, it's the best. It's the best. I love it so much.
Speedruns. I love watching speedruns.
I'm the biggest fan in the world of speedruns. Every GDQ is my birthday. It's great.
Well, before we get started talking about speedruns, I just want to say Sal TV, S-A-L-TV, he commentates TF2 competitive.
Yeah.
Some of that shit is really fun to watch if you like TF2.
Well,
are you sure his name isn't Salt V?
No, it's SAL_TV or something like that.
Oh, fuck.
I used to watch his videos. He hasn't made one in a while, but they're kind of fun to look back at, to see like a commentated TF2 competitive 6v6.
To explain my background with esports real quick, I watch esports like all the time, like at least like I would say like every week, if not more, which is more than I play actual video games. Right. And I mainly follow Smash, all the games, and like most FPSs. Right now, Overwatch is big, so I'm watching that. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of Overwatch, any FPS I enjoy greatly. And I fucking love Smash. I know everything about Smash. Smash is the greatest game of all time, and it's the
excuse me. That's actually a party game.
Yeah, it's not a fighting game.
Yeah, it's not really a fighting game actually. So
it's a Republican Party game.
it has more fucking inputs than anything else in the entire world. Yeah, it's not a fighting game. It's just it's just a baby.
He's
game,
mad.
Dude. It's just a
now
baby's
he's mad.
Yeah,
listen to the anger in that laugh. Yeah,
the closest thing to esports I do would be playing Pokemon Showdown, and I have I've always kind of wanted to like compete in a tournament. I kind of like don't even know how to get started with it, but like whatever. Like I would have no problem showing up and just like losing, but I would just kind of like to do it just to do it.
Sounds fun.
It's great because it's so accessible. Like there are so many games you can play and go esports, and it's so accessible and easy to do. Like obviously, like the high level is like super resource intensive and stuff. You have a great computer and like be all technical and with your hands and shit. But if you, like in TF2, you can just fucking boot up and then play for a little while and then like go in competitive mode and fucking play, and it's great and it's fun. Not the Valve competitive mode. You can do like the normal the fan shit because the Valve one sucks. You get what I mean though. It's super easy to go competitive games, and I love them all, and it's great. And you get Mad Dosh, and if you're lucky enough, and you play Overwatch, so you can get on TBS right after a Seinfeld episode. You can watch the TBS tournament.
I can watch Seinfeld and then Overwatch on TBS.
Exactly.
Oh my god, it's the perfect combination. They go together.
You make so much fucking mad dosh playing Overwatch that frankly you can't afford the viewer cannot afford not to buy Overwatch right now.
Yeah,
you could be raking in the dough as a competitive MOBA multi-shooter bullshit game,
Yes.
worst game in the world.
Yeah.
You could be making dividends. And
see-
here
you
you
see-
sit. And here you sit listening to me.
I know.
For
You see,
shame.
the globalist conspiracy directly prints money from the Federal Reserve and distributes it to Overwatch players, flooding the world economy with worthless U.S. dollars,
we
inevitably
live in a-
driving us all into poverty.
We live in a post-scarcity world. We live
Right.
in an Overwatch-based economy now.
Yes, that's right.
You know what?
We're
I
gonna
kinda
move on from petrol-based dollars. No more petro dollars. It's now Overwatch dollars, where the U.S. dollar is completely comprised on Overwatch points, and that determines your pay.
What were you saying,
Yeah.
You know,
Gib? You were saying
I
something.
wanna talk about that because like Overwatch is such a huge game, and I have no desire to play it. But the amount of like if you want to get big at streaming, you play Overwatch because it's the big thing.
Yeah.
If you want to get like if I was playing Overwatch instead of Minecraft, I mean Minecraft is pretty big, but I would be getting like so many new followers constantly. It doesn't matter how good I am. Well, actually, it probably does. But like it's like. It's a game, and you're supposed to play it to have fun. But there are so many benefits to playing it, for an audience, like monetarily, that I feel some sort of
Here's-
like some pull
reluctance or
in
something.
the direction of playing it, even though I don't like it.
Here's what
Oh,
I
I
think
see.
about that. I think when you're playing a game like super competitively, like eventually you understand the game so well that you stop even seeing the game and you become like Neo in the Matrix, just seeing the ones and zeros. Like it's
Yeah.
all
Right.
it
That
all
is what
becomes
happens,
fucking
yeah.
code to you. So I kind of think to that extent it almost doesn't matter what game you play, because eventually you'll reach an understanding where you've just gone beyond what the game is even supposed to be, and it just becomes like crunching numbers in your head and doing that.
Maybe.
So,
I
so it
am,
probably
like-
doesn't matter to like a high level player what game they're even playing.
There should be an esports for Undertale, and the contest is just the winner is whoever doesn't do Skeletor as Papyrus. You can come up with
winner
any
is-
other voice.
Oh, Sans, I am Papyrus now.
Yes.
That's
good.
my
The winner is
voice.
whoever has the best time and has the best friendships at the end. Whoever enjoys it the most.
Well, see,
Yeah,
what's
whoever has the most love in their hearts.
What's funny about the way you say that is like you're framing it like to make Undertale like a competitive thing, but that's exactly what speed running does. It makes any game into a competitive thing where it's about optimization
You're not
and
doing it
strategy,
with other people.
and I
it's
love
it's
that.
a single player game, and that means
Well,
it's gay.
It does
That
make
doesn't
it
make it
competitive.
start, though. That's bullshit. It's still competitive. What are you talking about?
The
Come
thing
on.
that I like about speedruns is that like you'll take a game that might take like weeks to beat, like I don't know, Mario 64 or something, and you watch a
Yeah.
speedrun that's like, I don't know, beat it in like 2 hours. And what
Yeah.
that basically does is take the entire experience of playing a game and compress it down to like movie length or like show length.
Yeah, well,
so you
that's
can
true.
like experience the entire game in like, in like a digestible form. Like you can sit down and an hour later you've watched someone play, the entirety of Banjo-Kazooie, and you're like, yeah, that was a good hour.
Ben.
I
I
just re-experienced Banjo-Kazooie.
I agree that has a certain appeal to it, but I would say that like a lot of what you end up doing is like skipping content. Like if you can skip content in a speedrun, you skip that content.
Well,
like
that's why
that's what you
you
want to
watch
do.
specific like
Depends on the
100%
game.
runs.
Yeah, 100% runs.
Oh, that's true.
Some of
yeah,
them.
that is true.
I just watched a Mario 64 one the other day. That was really good. It was like 2 hours. Just the parkouring was incredible. It was just
I saw that
breath.
too.
It's breathtaking.
I've been I got into this guy recently who's been doing a really good service of making videos detailing the legacy of the progression of speedrunning world records for various
Oh, right.
games, and when it started, like when people started speedrunning it, and how over time people have figured out techniques to make it go lower, the time go lower and lower, and it's really interesting and really well put together, sort of like just instruction, like a history, sort of a timeline.
Those are fascinating.
The guy's
They
name
talk
is Summoning Salt. If you type that in, you should find it.
Speedrunners talk about like when they discover a new technique or like a new strategy that cuts their time down. They talk about it like new tech was discovered, like
Yeah,
a new
there's
like
like
new
an
technology.
There's so
was
much hype.
created.
I love it. It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. It's
What,
And I love
what,
all, like,
what do you
the-
think
like,
wave
when
dashing
you-
is? That's new tech.
Exactly. That kind of like putting on a pedestal. It's like giving a little pomp and circumstance to like these kind of like these sort of mundane things that you find, and like you build a whole community around those things, and everyone's like in on the joke, and you can get in on it too, and be like a member of a community and understand these things. It's so cool. I really love it. I really love it.
It's like this cliff here. Yeah, the way that I'm about to like do like a high jump backflip wall kick right here and like glitch through the wall. Like this technique was in development for months, and it finally paid off. You know,
and
like
the way
it was
that, like,
experimented with.
The way that people like know that there's like a choke point coming up, where like, oh, this is where I make or break. Like if I fuck this up, like I lose 5 minutes off my time. Here I go, and they do it. And everyone's like, yeah, I fucking did it. I really like the community aspect to it.
I was watching a Pokemon speedrun. I don't remember what gen, but Worcester was speedrunning, and there comes a point where, because Worcester's making all these strategic decisions that are going to save him time later, and then like he's having a fight, and like he gets like it gets low, and then he gets a crit, and he wins the fight when he wasn't, and the crowd goes crazy and cheers, and Worcester is like visibly annoyed. He's like, really, you cheer for that? You cheer for that completely random thing that I had no control over, and you don't even notice like all these things that I put months of research into. Like he says it too, and like the look on his face is like really pissed off, and I really liked it.
Understandable, but not exactly the greatest crowd reader, but that's okay.
Not really.
Well,
Imagine my surprise to find out that this professional speedrunner wasn't a people person, was actually kind of a big fucking nerd. Like weird, right?
Well,
shock.
Not every speedrunner has to be a weirdo.
True.
You know, whatever.
I'm playing up my hatred for speedruns. I actually really like them as well, but I like competitive. I will say the greatest thing to ever happen to speedrunning is the video Streets
GoldenEye.
112.
Is it GoldenEye?
What?
Oh, well, there's this GoldenEye video of this guy going beyond God mode as he's just like commentating on his like record-breaking GoldenEye run. It's a big meme, but I forget. Yeah, but what's yours? I don't know what you're talking about.
That's what it is. Streets 112.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. I never even seen 113.
And I never fucking will. About time I got a fucking lucky break in this fucking game. Look at my insane pace. I am fucking clutch.
He's
right
like
in the
that
fucking
guy,
head.
He does some masterful moves for sure.
Yeah.
Like he has practiced this for months or possibly years. I mean, GoldenEye's a fucking old ass game. Like that. Like these guys become little gods of the worlds that they're in.
Exactly.
Like it's like they've lived their Groundhog Day 1,000 million times and have perfected it. On a technical level, it's
just like
Groundhog
Day, except they're actually aging and getting older and wasting their one life on this planet.
That is, I mean, it kind of comes back to the thing we said about video games the other day about how like video games, like if you are like becoming a master speedrunner is like sort of finding a way to become a master of something that's like not real life. It gives you something that you can be in control of and get really great at. And I mean, obviously, like you can maybe you can like build a business and I gotta like economically strategize to like optimize my fucking tax, minimize my tax and optimize my income. But that's fucking boring. And I want to be Super Mario jumping on Bowser and kicking my shit in as fast as possible.
Once again, like when you're playing it at that high level, like I'm sure it stops feeling like you're Kirby fucking bouncing around in Dreamland.
Right.
Like
then you're thinking inputs. You're thinking inputs.
You're thinking
really.
Inputs, and you're thinking frames, and you're thinking.
I mean, that's
about,
how we
AI.
felt during the the Dark Souls speedrun. I'm sure. Like I practiced that so many times. I was just like I no longer had any fear of the enemies there. It's just like, okay, this is a guy I know I need to like step back at this moment and do X, Y, Z, all that shit. And the race that is in editing that's coming up, in the future.
Do you want to say what it is?
Let's keep that under wraps for now.
Race coming up soon, guys.
Race to war. Yes. Okay, do we have anything more to say about sports, or should we go to questions?
We haven't even talked about sports. We've been talking about speedruns for the last 90 years.
I'm
done
with
sports is fucking awesome. I'm just
I like
talk about
to dunk the ball. Okay, go on.
Okay. Learning. Okay. Here's my experience because like a few years ago, I was pretty like anti-sports. I was one of those fucking guys like, oh, it's so fucking boring. Why would you watch sports? What are you fucking dude? Go read a fucking book. Am I right, bros? You need to expand your mind. Hey, where do you work out? The library. I was one of those guys.
Damn. Damn.
But then I got into esports and I realized that the cool thing about sports isn't the sports. It's the players and how they evolve and like their personal like meta narratives.
Sure.
Because like, okay, Smash is like a fun game I like to play. But the real cool thing about Smash is how these fucking gods have like molded these fucking specific play styles and how they have so much fucking history. Fucking like 10 years of history playing tournaments together, fighting for fucking domination. Just fucking like 2 years ago, Hungrybox played fucking Jigglypuff, a character that is like not usually considered a top tier until then, and he fucking won Evo. He fucking won Evo with like an unconventional character against fucking, I think it was like some like top tier like Fox guy, and it was
all
fucking
these
incredible.
so-called gods, and none of them could beat me with items on. They're all
It's true.
So true.
But yeah, the entire point of it is just to see these people grow and expand and evolve, and that is the cool thing about it. And then there are fucking like villains. There are like people who you want to see get beaten. There are people who you want to like see like fail or like succeed, and it's all about them and the way they use the game to like tell like stories, kind of.
Sports is like this weird chaotic crucible, or it's like a strange excuse to like put all these elements together and jiggle them around amidst unpredictable circumstances, amidst like the chaos of like a ball flying around and like weather and like random chance and like all this stuff. It's just this chaotic crucible from which like narrative can like sometimes be what's the word, be like distilled out of, like that and also like numbers, like sports is like just a big thing. It's just a big like black box into which like players and rules are put in, and what comes out is an endless stream of data that can be endlessly analyzed by fucking nerds, by sports nerds, like to find trends and like make predictions and like discuss things. And you know, kind of like playing video games and speedrunning video games is a way to like exert mastery over a thing that isn't real. Like analyzing sports statistics and looking into like the progression of sports players and doing like predictions and stuff. Like that also is a way that people can like look at something that's not real. Like it's not real life, it's just sports, but they can like analyze this data and be like, I have come to like a great understanding about something. And it's important within like a certain subset of people. It's subculturally important, like to be able to like to know like what it means that like so and so like has such and such odds of doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? These are like
I hear you.
These are like the points of interest, I think, that are what drives like the continuing interest in sports, and why everyone hasn't just gotten bored and being like, I know how this ends. They get the ball to the end zone.
And why we haven't had football games that like travel the entire distance of Nebraska and have states as fucking in
soon. Soon we will, though.
One moment, my favorite esports moment of all time that embodies that the game itself doesn't fucking matter is one Smash moment at the Salty Suite where this player known as Bizarro Flame was supposed to fight another, like, he plays Ganondorf in Melee, the greatest character of all time, and he was supposed to do a ditto of another Ganondorf guy, but he flaked and he didn't show up. He was like sick or something. Yeah, exactly. And so I got another guy to like fill in as like the Ganondorf guy, and he was like another well-known Ganondorf. But like the game itself isn't really the important part. It's that guy exerting his fucking dominance over the character in real life. So it's like that match starts off like, hey, how do you, like, the commentator's like, hey, how do you feel? Like the guy didn't show up, and then he said, oh, he's a fraud. He's a fucking fraud. and then what do you think about this match? What do you think's gonna happen? And he just said, easy money. and then he did like a real life Super Smash Bros. Like move to the guy in real life.
Oh my god!
Yeah. and then the match starts out. The match starts out like 1, 2, 3, go, and then he just does like one of Ganondorf's like hardest moves to pull off like 5 times in a row and fucking eviscerates this guy in front of like thousands of people. Meanwhile, just talking shit about how he's the greatest fucking Ganondorf of all time and fucking like blowing him the fuck out. It's fucking great, and like the game itself, like a guy who's better than another person like beat him in a video game, big deal. But like the things that are like the politics outside of the game is what makes it legendary.
Yeah.
I saw Zero walking into like a tournament recently, and like the guy behind him was like, he had a bucket and he was throwing banana peels just as he walked up to the stage because he plays Diddy Kong, of course. Yeah, it was pretty. Yeah, I like all that shit. I like when they really like buy into their
scene
character.
Of Diddy Kong racing.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's just me. I'm winning.
Constant.
I was interested, like in like, you know what? I was gonna talk about the race that's coming up, but actually I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not gonna get into it.
Yeah, but yeah,
plenty of time for that in the future. But I would say that like a lot of what you just talked about applies, and I of course you would agree, to like normal sports as well, and which is clearly why a lot of people get into it.
Yeah, like in principle, it's the same.
Yeah, that's right. Like guys like Bill Burr, who I've just been listening to him a lot. Like he's a giant sports fan. And he's always talking about like players and like their role and like, oh, fucking so and so got his first touchdown ever. Yes, he's just so excited for this. Mm-hmm. That's people get into that. I don't follow closely enough for that. I basically only follow the level of like, is my team doing okay? Yeah, Brady did it.
Oh my god!
I mean, there's so many characters. There's so many like secondary and tertiary and bit player characters in sports.
They're all characters. None of them are real. They're all characters.
I guess you got to get into it. Like you probably pick out like the top players and like the MVPs and like those are the main characters. And then as you get more into it, like you start to like pick up on the nuances of what's going on with more people.
This is like one of the not a great example because it's just like one of the most famous guys in the game. But like Tom Brady, like fucking quarterback of the Patriots, is like he has now won like the last Super Bowl. It was on the table for him to win more Super Bowl champions than any quarterback in history, and he did it. And obviously, that was very exciting for me, and I was just like, I was totally pumped about that. That was really dope. So, it's that kind of shit. It's that kind of shit.
Yeah, you want to see your guys win.
Yeah. You pick
the
a team
best
and you
thing
stick
coming out of sports is the Little B song "Fuck Kevin Durant." Which have any of you heard of this?
Maybe, I don't know.
Kevin Durant is basically. I have a very limited knowledge, but from what I can understand, this song it's a diss track, and Kevin Durant is just this basketball player, and then this fucking guy, Little B, who's like fucking like 3 feet tall, just made a song about how he's gonna fucking he's gonna fuck all the NBA girls in the mouth and destroy Kevin Durant in a basketball match, even though he's like 2 feet tall, and it's great. It's a great beat.
Awesome. Yeah. I hope he does so. I hope he has already done so.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
All right.
Probably.
Are we?
Did you guys have like a javelin teacher in school?
Javelin teacher? No.
All right. I guess
you don't know what a javelin is, Munchie? It's like a spear. It's like a spear.
Like jousting.
No, not like
throw
fucking jousting. You don't throw a jousty joust.
It's part of the Olympics. You have the discus, you have the shot put, and you have the javelin.
Yeah. Okay.
Those three things. We got learned them at school. I don't know how common that was.
We did.
I was never very good at the shot put because I had weak arms. The discus, it was like frisbee, and I was terrible with frisbees, so I couldn't do that. But the javelin, I got really far with one. I thought, now I have the power to kill people, and this is great. I never followed up on it, but I really enjoyed throwing javelins. And from then on, if I had a really long pointed stick, I would throw it and see if it landed in the ground and got stuck in the ground, because sometimes it did, and that was cool.
Awesome.
Sick.
Speaking of discus, I was actually researching discus the other day, like high level discus, and I never thought about this, but they are like buff. They're like buff guys. They're like bear mode discus throwers.
I mean, everyone's better at sports when you're just stronger in general.
Yeah, true. And it was interesting to see them just fucking like go ham, fucking throwing.
It's because like the discus have to be like really heavy in order to fly straight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
so
really?
basically they're throwing like rock or metal frisbees basically.
Interesting.
It's very cool.
Very interesting.
All right, guys, are we done with sports now?
God, what the fuck is your
tapped.
problem, you fucking
we haven't even talked about.
I don't know.
We haven't even talked about bicycles or swimming.
We haven't even
so many things.
Talk about the
have a life
bicycle.
to live. Yeah, we're at like the hour mark. It would be appropriate to switch over to questions.
But I like swimming and bicycles.
If we hadn't
time.
just completely fucked up everything up to this point.
Well,
then perhaps.
Yeah, true.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm having a great time. I'm having a great time here with all you guys, my best friends.
Yeah,
all right.
I fucking love ping pong, even though I'm bad at it.
It's a fun game.
As fuck. I used to be super into tennis. Tennis is cool. It's like I like it because it has to do with your hands. It's mainly just using your hands, and I like using my hands.
It's not mainly just using your.
You gotta run around.
You gotta run around.
You gotta make sure you hit the ball with your thing. That's the hard part. The running around isn't the problem. It's just
Infinite Jest taught me that tennis is basically like chess and war combined. Tennis is the ultimate test of a person's mental and physical prowess.
The only thing I would say about that is that, like, literally from all the sports manga I have read, which is a million, you can make that case about every single sport ever invented and talk about the beauty of the game and my God, these rules are the best rule. Like I'm reading Robo Laser Beam right now, which is a Shonen Jump manga by the guy who did Kuroko no Basket, which is about golf. This is a golf high-octane sports manga, and, like, it too, like, because they all do, goes on, my God, the game is fucking beautiful, nothing is as powerful as golf. It's, like, I'm just assuming that everyone that thinks their sport is the best in the world. I'm with you, I'm on board.
I know that, iShield 21 told me that American football could be
they were actually
potentially
correct, because that is the greatest sport in the world, and iShield 21 is the greatest manga in the world, so they were correct.
It's a great manga. I was actually thinking about this the other day. I was wondering whether there is like a chess anime or manga. And people said, oh no, well, they have shogi, they have the Japanese thing. And I was like, I fucking hate that fucking weeb shit. Where is chess? Where's the
shogi is
do they
weeb
even
shit.
know?
I don't think they even play shogi in Japan. I think it's just a joke that they're all in on, and they're not explaining it to the rest of us.
Probably.
I have actually
played. Oh, go on.
I want to see fucking Little Witch Academia Wizard Chess tournament arc.
Yeah, I agree.
That would be
Bring
cool.
out Ronald Peasley and get him fuck up some guys.
Yogi
I've actually played
Bear.
Oh my God! You connected the dots. You did it.
He stole all my fucking picnic. I hate you, Japan. Why did you do it? Why did you make Yogi Bear steal my picnic baskets?
Is there a Yogi Bear anime? There should be.
It's called Yogi Bear
Oh,
by Hanna-Barbera.
I hate them. I hate mammals.
All right.
Is this
Guys, let's
the
go to
new
questions.
character?
I like
Slimy
sports.
fucking
I like
babies
Super
that come
Smash
out of their
Bros.
pussy holes all warm. They're not even laying eggs. They're fucking mammals. I hate them. I hate bears. I hate Yogi Bear.
Son, don't make me get off my belt. It's me, Yogi Bear. I'm here to beat my children. It's what I do. I have children, I think.
Wait, Poo-Boo.
Hey, it's me, Yogi Bear. I'm Japanese. I'm the Japanese off-brand. I do stuff with picnic baskets.
What do you do with them, Shogi?
Kill me. Kill me.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It is Wabbit season, but okay.
All right, it's time for questions. All right, we're going to the questions. All right, here we go, everybody.
Sorry that the dictator of the PCP didn't want us to talk about sports more. Sorry, viewers, in case you wanted to hear more.
Sorry.
It's
so
all
sorry
Nate's
about
fault.
that.
The dictator of the
kill him.
PCP, Yogi Bear.
Yeah, that's true. Where the fuck did this go? Okay, here's a filler question. At Joji
He only
Matthews.
likes picnic baskets with sushi in it.
Fuck! No!
Okay, actually, you know what? Here's a slightly better question. At It's Judgment Day asks, what is the oldest work of art that you are passionate about / would recommend? The oldest work of art that's, like, good.
The Magna Carta.
Stonehenge.
Stonehenge
I
is, yeah,
consider that a nice sculpture-y sculpture.
That's pretty good.
Oh no!
I like,
Wait! The white horse on the hill things. What are they called?
The Sphinx,
They're like
Egypt.
old Gaelic, Celtic, fucking English things that are like hills where they carved in white rock the shape of a horse, and it's like huge.
Whoa.
That sounds
I
really
don't know
cool,
what
but
they're
I don't know.
called.
I don't know.
Okay,
Okay, that
it.
thing. Google it, guys. I'm going to go with the works of Mozart in general. I think I'm quite fond of them. I like listening to him, and I don't know. Maybe maybe the Sistine Chapel is pretty cool. I never seen it though. I just think it's
fucking
pretty cool.
love cave paintings. They're so old.
Yeah, yeah, you can't get much older than
I'm
that.
trying to be the oldest guy, so whatever anyone says, I'm gonna say I like something older, because that's like the hipsteriest.
I would say I really like the pyramids of Giza, specifically because they have that love battleship 50 feet below it. So 50 feet below the pyramids of Giza, there is a love battleship that can only be powered in times of need. So for instance, if you need to battle an alien race trying to overthrow the United States government in the 1950s, then you, a South American woman from Peru, can mosey on over to the pyramid of Giza and then locate the love battleship that is 50 miles across and 3 atoms thick. You can locate that battleship. And you can power it, and when once inside, using the power of love and your aligned chakras, you can drive the aliens from your land due to instantly making them all have the Black Plague. That's my favorite part about it, and that's my favorite sculpture in the entire world.
That's good.
I'm gonna say that my favorite, my oldest favorite work of art is the actor William Hickey. This is he's like this really scary old guy. He's the scariest, oldest guy in every movie ever. He died in 1994, and he's still the oldest. That's how old and scary he is. He was like this old man with like a haunted cat in the Tales from the Dark Side movie. The cat killed him and crawled out of his throat. It was really gross and cool.
Jesus.
Cool. He's got this like scary tongue. He's like, he's always got a scary tongue. That's his main feature as an actor. He played Pete and Pete's grandfather on The Adventures of Pete and Pete. Everybody go look up like Artie versus the bowling ball on Pete and Pete. He's the guy, like the bowling ball kicks Artie's ass. And like there's an extended fight sequence of Artie versus this evil bowling ball, and it kicks Artie's ass. And at the end of it, Artie is like laying on the ground. The bowling ball is like pinning him. It's defeated him, and like the grandfather comes out and he's like, "Foolish man, brave but foolish."
Is this like Mystery Men bowling ball rules where it's got its own will and it's flying around doing shit?
Yeah, it's but like they didn't have the special effects to make it actually fly around and do shit, so it's all the actor who plays Artie just like pantomiming fighting the bowling ball, and it's the best thing ever. But yeah, the guy who plays Pete and Pete's grandpa is my favorite work of art.
Mm-hmm. So canonically, this character could have a mental illness and actually just think that he's fighting a bowling ball.
No, Artie is a real superhero. That is a real evil bowling ball. Its power was too great for this world.
Okay, here we go. Here's the next question. This is a baffling question that I want to shame this person for asking. It's at DragonRing34 asks, do you think English song are inherently worse than the original song?
Oh, of course.
That's the question. Is this person implying that every song was not in English? I think that's what they're proposing. Is this like an anime question or something? I want to shame you for asking anime-related questions, person.
Do they even?
We don't buy those.
Let's shame them for asking what we can only infer is an anime-related question.
You know what?
There's no other explanation.
I have an answer. I have an answer.
Again.
This man, his accusation is wrong. That the English song is worse than the non-English song, because on the first Gorillaz album, there's a song called Latin Simone, and it's a song that for some reason is in Spanish. And it's just this like Spanish guy singing the song, and you're like, what is this? You skip it. Every time you listen to the album, you skip that stupid fucking song. But then, on the B-Sides album, the EP that they released entitled G-Sides, right after their first album, there was an English version of that song that 2D sang, and it was way better. And you listen to it, and you're like, oh wow, this is actually a really cool song. I didn't know before because it was in Spanish, and ain't nobody speaks that shit. So that's why that guy was wrong about that thing he said just now.
Pretty
Well,
sick.
he said, do you think English song are inherently worse than the original song?
And my answer was Gorillaz.
Right. Yeah, shut up, dude. That's a bad question. Okay, here's an interesting question. I actually like this one a lot. Okay, at Hero Cactus asks, well, it's not a question, but it's videos you would show at a job interview. So which of your videos would you use at a job interview? I don't know.
Mine would be...
Yeah, it depends on the job, of course.
It would be the entirety of the Japanese Juggalo arc.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
I would show the ending of my Rayman 3's 3-part where I got all the people playing the band, but it's just one shot. And if it's like an editing job, I'm saying, look at what I can do with all this stupid shit.
I don't know what I'd personally pick, but for you, Gib, I think you should definitely go for like why clopping is okay, sexuality in My Little Pony. I definitely go for that one.
They've definitely got to know my stance on that.
Of course,
it's important.
Agreed.
God, I love clopping. Jesus Christ, bros.
Agreed.
I clop to not even ponies.
I clop, but not as in masturbate. I just go. That's what clopping sounds like, probably.
Okay, here's a strange question. At AutoJK asks, what is biggest letdown in your gaming history?
What?
Like,
why do we have fucking foreigners?
I'll tell you. I have a great
like
answer to that question. My greatest disappointment in my gaming career was on that Digibros episode. Ben owns it at Downwell. Was the fact spoilers? Yeah, was the fact that I got so close and I didn't win. It was like right down to the wire, but I like just fucking barely didn't do it. And if I had done it, it would have been the most legendary performance of all time. But alas, I came so close. So that was a big letdown to me.
And got so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter.
I was gonna say that because the guy killed himself.
It's too fucking soon, dude. It's too fucking soon, Chester. Jeez,
poor guy.
I was like debating maybe it's too soon, but I bet that demon Munchie will say it.
look. I'm sorry the guy's dead, but to stop saying the memes that we've been saying for literally decades now.
Somebody once told me the world
He'll be the next one.
Shrek died?
Don't say it.
Oh no.
I want to about my biggest gaming disappointment. I of course had to bring up my loss in the Pokemon race, which was absolutely devastating on a deep level. Everyone go watch that. And the other one that comes to mind is long ago when Ben and I were first playing Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars.
Oh,
and God. I know we've talked about this before, I think, but so we had gotten through the whole game. I was watching Ben play as I used to, because we were very little back then. I was like 7 or 8 or something. And Ben was playing, and I'd watched him play like the whole game, and he was fighting Smithy, the final boss, and we was down to the wire. Only Mallow, I believe, was still alive, and on there's this move, Psychopath, that just tells you how much HP the enemy has.
I don't remember exactly who was alive, but I remember that the last thing that happened was we used Psychopath to see how much HP Smithy had.
And he had around 34 or something, and the average attack did 100, would have killed. If we had just attacked, we would have won. And then he killed us all on his next turn, and we wept. We wept like wee babes in the crib. It was brutal. It was absolutely brutal. But even though we could have just tried again, we were just such babies at video games then. We didn't. It was just so sad to lose to a final boss.
Yeah, because we'd been trying for a long time. We'd been trying all day, I think, and we were we were so close. Yeah, and it was, and to our little pea brain minds, it was just devastating. And we cried.
Did we get our chutzpah back up and fight again immediately later that day?
No, I think
we did beat him.
I think we tried again another day.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think that was the end for that time, for that session.
I agree. It was brutal, guys.
Yeah.
There have been multiple times where I've tried really hard and failed so many times that I've just given up and said, "Fuck this game, I'll never play it again." And then a week later I'll pick it up. Yeah. So, but there's not one specific one that's so notable that I can remember it. I just know that sometimes I get mad at video games.
Yeah.
That's all I know as well. That's the only thing I know about video games, is that they make me mad sometimes. But you know what? Easy come, easy go. You never shine if you don't grow. Whatever.
Incredible.
All right. Well, okay. Here's just a question for us to go out on. At Jamskmain, something like that, asks, this isn't easy. This is a fucking layup. Which PCP member do you think will die first? It's Mumkey. It's obviously Mumkey.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely
He's going to kill himself. There you go. Any debate? Any debate about this?
Actually, I think he's a coward, and I challenge him to do it and prove us all wrong.
I think I don't remember which episode, but
I'm just kidding. Please, God, I'm just kidding.
I think I also
said that in a different episode, Ben.
Yeah, in the suicide podcast, I think we made bets on this, and I bet that he would never commit suicide. Was actually my bet.
Here's the thing. I would say he's not going to do it. I would say that about most people. But you know what? Then you say that, and then they do it, and then you look like an asshole.
Then you get egg all over your face. Nobody wants that. I've been going around all this time saying the lead singer of Linkin Park is never going to kill himself no matter what else happens in life. And now I look like the damnest buffoon there is.
You did. In the end, it didn't even matter.
Yeah.
All right.
I think the first PCP member who's going to die is Psy.
Oh, yeah, by the way, official announcement from the PCP, Psy is now in the group.
Too bad
the leader.
But not for long.
Yeah.
Too bad he just died. He just died. Well, it was a long and storied history. Well, there you go, folks. All right, we're done. Thanks for listening, everybody. Make sure you send us more questions. #AskPCP. Follow us at TP Crastinators. Pledge to the goddamn Patreon $5 to get our bonus episodes. Best dogs. What do we do? We're gonna record one today, so it'll be out soon if you're hearing this shit.
We didn't even fucking announce that we had announcements to make.
Those announcements were fucking boring. I was in that meeting. It was just a bunch of bullshit. No one cares.
That's true. All right, here's the only thing that matters right now. We're gonna do T-shirts, people. We're going Redbubble. I don't know the URL because I haven't made it yet. We're making shirts, people. We're making shirts with the logo.
Just check the description and it's going to be there. We haven't made it yet, but in the future it will have been made.
That's right.
So just click on there, download.
We should have done that at the very beginning.
It's a PCP logo that I cleaned up, and I made it look good. So
we could edit a bit into the beginning. Okay, well, whatever. We'll deal with that afterward. Okay, for now, go buy the shirts, people. They're real. I promise you they're real. Go buy them. But it's not just shirts. You got mugs. You got, all the Redbubble's great because they just got a million things of merch. Find one that you like with the Procrastinators logo, and there you go. Buy that shit. And we're going to expand our content with more things to buy with stuff. We'll get back to more details on that in the future.
And comment on this video what you would like to see as a merch, and we might just do it, or we probably won't. But, do it anyway, you fucking faggot.
Sure, why not? All right, there you go. We're all done. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
I took him out. I took out the wife. They're gone. All right, start the game.
Yeah. I'm supposed to